Hey, and we're back. Hey guys, welcome back for another one. It's Light here, and we're back for some more Greatest Attorney. Started Case 3 last time, and we started our adventures in London. And it seems in order for Leonoski to prove himself as a lawyer, he has been thrust into a case where we've met quite the wacky character. We also did meet the Chief Justice, who was also another wacky character. Everybody's wacky in these games. Anyway, time to continue on. Do you not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names? No, sorry. You've only just arrived here in the city, you see. I suppose it ain't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park, there in the center of London, is another beautiful park. Sorry? Park? What? It is called the Gilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. I donated it to the city, so I did. An entire park? In central London? Oh boy. City of Smiles, that's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city and its square old people. That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary. Oh, but... oh no. Now they've begun to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. What is the matter with the London police, I ask you? Alright, don't press out. So Naruhodo. Perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves, while the gentleman catches his breath. Good idea. What did he run a marathon? Look at his face. Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'll do it. What was I... Huh? What was I after saying, you deaf agent? I've been more thousand pennies to stand up there next to me, haven't I? Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you. I think I see what's going on here. Sorry. I know what you're thinking. This Chancellor Brother claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England? Because he did it. That's the only explanation. Well... not at all, right? I think we should choose not at all, right? Right? Not at all, although it is a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean? That would be the fault of the Reaper. The what now? Sorry, didn't you just say Reaper? Hi, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Barrack von Sykes, is the prosecutor. Prosecutor is the Grim Reaper? When Von Sykes stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. Oh no. And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been danged. it? Oh, it's reached a desperate situation. But there's no one willing to stand in defense against the color at all. Let's say he's a living legend of the old build. Witness, Lord Barrick von Seats. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then. Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed. Cursed? What on earth? The defendant is summoned, and his counsel. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial is about to begin. His counsel. That will be me. Oh, 'tis Tom. Well then, hello, don't let me down. But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened. Until you showed your face here, I'd made up my mind, so I had. Sorry. I decided I'd have to defend myself in there. Oh, that worked. What, you can defend yourself, but you can't? Well, you had calls and everything. Yes, that makes sense. And you made an appearance. A student of law, wouldn't you know? There's no accident, I can assure you of that. It's fate. So don't get cold feet now, please. I literally know nothing about the case, or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know, I can't just turn my back on him. I mean, yeah, you can. You just walk out the door the same way you entered. See ya! The end. An hour ahead of the man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes, something that Cosimo would never have allowed to happen. Oh. Counsel for the defense, what are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand. Jeez, okay, we're coming. I'll be right there. It's happening, then. My first trial in a British court. I hope you're watching over me, Cosimo. But I have no idea how I'm going to manage this. It's okay, he'll come back to life and help you. Wow. It's 15th of February, 10 a.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Oh, interesting. So this is the highest court in Great Britain, the Old Bailey, but the Old Bailey. Centuries of history in this place is palpable, isn't it? It's so different to the Supreme Court in Japan. It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. In the country, determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. May I say something, Mr. Morohodo? Oh, yes, what? Not again. Dude. Oh, that's so funny. Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again. I know. I just can't help it. Oh, he has the badge. Oh. Interesting, Judge. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McDonald. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. Oh, great. This guy looks fun. What is he, Mr. Vampire? Prosecution is fully prepared. That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next 4 victims to the world. Oh boy. Actually, for the defense, you appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English? Huh? Oh yes, of course. Sorry. asked if the defense was ready. And I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. Poor Leonoski. Those eyes plead like their news. They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation. They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. Cold shiver just ran down my spine all the way to the tips of my toes. Now, Mr. Gilded. Yes, my lord. You stand accused. Sorry. You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this force? Hey! As I've always said, my lord, it is a granting to give opportunities to the young. Even if the fella is a student from some little island off the far east. Hey! Is it not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance? I'd like to think that acts of... What? I'd like to think that acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud. Listen to me, Gilbert, what a fine gentleman one has made. Did you hear that? He donated 5,000 pounds to the government the other day? Oh, please, may we go play in the corner for you know what? He's supposed to be on trial, right? And they're still fanning over him. It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded. That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised you can't convince anyone to defend him. Eloquently help if I speak. Eloquently put, Mr. McGilded. Most lawful sentiments. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need hardly remind you that you 6 members of the public have been selected for your impartiality. Are you ready to proceed? Oh, you've got a jury. Yes, my lord. If the task is to send bodies to the killers where they belong, I'm more than ready. At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish promptly. Naturally, I agree. Any criminals here will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me. I am already wishing they hadn't set eyes on me. I'm not criminal. Oh, no words. Feel a chill. Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these bits for my grandson. Why is she there? Mr. Naruhodo, those people are... The jury, yes. It's something we don't have in Japan yet. That's right. I've only ever read about it. The hearing in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinion of these 6 jurors. The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. And the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view. How exactly do the jurors give their verdict? That I don't know, but I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses. Aww. Yes. Prosecutor Van Zeeks. My lord. It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you pronounced your name. I'm known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. And to you rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity. Spread what wings? Hello? So, what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstance in which the court should be aware? Oh, I leave that to your imagination, my lord. I'm sorry. I leave that to your imagination. But the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did the electricity of all days to make it come back? Well, it's hard. Mr. Naruhodo. As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. then opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please. Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is a case of overwhelming simplicity. You must be the only ones in here who aren't aware. The incident took place in the late evening, 3 days past. Hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as thrice-fired mason. Okay, nice. He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible. The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service on the streets of London at the time. Anyway, a dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Okay. Here's the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard. Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence. Yay! We're back with the autopsy report. Cause of death, internal hammer. Can't say. As a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen. Crime scene photograph. Knife is clearly visible. Face is partly obscured from the view by an old crooked hat. Okay. And one further item of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well. And these are... Good lord. That good, counsel. Yes, my lord. Seized by a policeman who arrived at the scene. Those poor soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested. What? Mr. McGoldrick's gloves had blood on them? Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well. Okay. Last defendant was wearing at the time of the incident. Let's see in the right book. Okay. I'm trying to get into this. I'm backed into a corner before I've even started. Oh, fun. Continue. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling outside his vehicle at the time. Only 2? Renosuke, please control your eyes. Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other was the accused, Magnus McGill. Shock, shock, shock. Well, rather damning circumstances to say the least. Defendant, what's in you? Look at that small... Oh, of course I have no recollection of such a thing. I was about to say he's going to say, oh, I don't remember. Mr. McGoldrick. It was going to be a joke, though. To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening. But when abandoned the carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it. They claim me to have been asleep. Just in the motion of the carriage, my lord. Built in, so it is, and when I opened my eyes again, it was a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I had never laid eyes on before in my life. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help with the lovely Nicholas Stone? I wasn't about to start worrying about my gloves now, was I? I reached out to give them in a hand. So the blood got onto the gloves then, after the man had been killed. We're stuck in agree. Oh wait. Fortunately, that statement of the drivers is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it? There were multiple witnesses for the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed. Shock, shock, shock. Order, order, order. That's funny, I like that. When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage, and there were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused. Dude, your eyes. Hmm. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses first of all. Your wish is my command. Wait! Bring the witnesses in at once. Oh, witness testimony time. Oh. Interesting. What an interesting bench. Witnesses, your names and occupations. My name is Will. No one calls me People. Or Pepper. I drive an omnibus in the East End. Where's fair play? I'm a baker in the city. My name's First. Lady First. I make pass for gents. Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witnessed to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct? Nope. I don't know why I'm here. That'd be funny. Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Very well, then. Let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw. Oh, that's so cool. What the heck? Like a... what you call it? Britain twist on it, or whatever. What the witnesses saw. It was the last bus of the evening, so I had few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then, out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife into his guts. That's right, he stabbed him. I screamed, I did. Couldn't help it. As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus, and then I saw it too. Unambiguous testimony, I must say. Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in their omnibus with their very own eyes. I'd like to ask a question, if I may. Yes, counsel. Yes, counsel? Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Why not? Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it? It's been clearly stated from the outset, yes? Well, in that case, how could these two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage. Oh, you poor soul. Who's gonna tell him? Oh, wait. I read that civilization in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself, when you really so ignorant about our omnibuses? Huh? Tell me, my Japanese friend, have you even traveled in an omnibus? Well, no. We, only arrived in London this morning. No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves. The actual scene of the crime, that is. What do you mean? The actual scene? How? The carriage is designed to be moved, after all. Presumably you understand that much. Yes. The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today in this very building. Here? What? the entire carriage? Bailiff. Bring forth the stricken omnibus. Oh? What the heck? Okay. That's an omnibus. The omnibus. Can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing. As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers. Okay, diagram. All passengers seated inside in the enclosed cabin, and another 4 on the rooftop deck above. every Londoner knows. But the best views of the city's architecture and sights are to be had from the top of an omnibus. And I should point out to our foreign guests that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above. Ah, a skylight. Oh! Penny drops at last, see? I like that. Penny drops at last. These two gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats on this omnibus when the murder took place. That is how they came to us, the grand incident. Through the skylight. That makes perfect sense. Well, counsel, this is first. Now, my years behind the bench, I've never experienced the crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom. There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. That is the prosecution's wish. How prim and proper. Very well. I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence. I will to the court record. 8-seater, scene of the crime, pathogens, broken sign on the roof. Deck that night. I can't believe it. The entire crime scene entered as evidence? Yes. The equipment is simply extraordinary. I'd help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here. Okay. And then before we start the cross, oops, wrong button. Before we start the cross examination, why don't we do that? Since they basically told us I should look at it. How does this work again? To look for like stuff that lights up, right? Well, let's begin to go inside, shall we? Scene of a murder. It's horrible. The seat has a handle, it seems. What in the world? There's a bunch of stuff inside. This looks like all sorts of equipment that might be needed to keep the omnibus running. Cleaning tubs, tools to repair wheels, blankets, horseshoeing tools. There's a storage compartment for the coachman to keep his things, it seems. There doesn't seem to be any space for passengers to store their luggage, that's for sure. Well, I don't imagine it'd be very convenient for that purpose anyway. Okay. Then it would also be a purpose to investigate anyways. That's blood that's soaked into the seat, the victims, obviously. Yes, and that seat, clearly visible from the roof deck. Would you really stop something in full view of the other passengers like that, I wonder? Well, it was after dark, and there was a lamp on here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight. But when you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was planned at all. Yeah. That's a poster for the great exhibition that's to start 6 months from now. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower. The centerpiece of the whole exposition. The one Sholmes is like he's gonna blow up or whatever. Oh, the Crystal Tower. It's under construction already, I believe. People all over London must be fizzing with excitement at the prospect of such a grand event. The same thing. That's a poster for the great. Okay. Yeah. What? It's the Phoenix Wright omnibus. Are you kidding me right now? There's no way. Oh, that's funny. You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure. Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly. It's not good for us. Anything else? I don't think so. I think we're good for now. It's not like it's gonna let me find anything else anyway. Alright. We're out. Let us continue with proceedings. Send your cross-examination, counsel. No, don't expect this Nipponese stray to understand the intricacies of British cross-examination rules. Oh, get and go. Alright, my first cross-examination in the British court will have to happen next time. That seems like a good place to stop for this one. Alright, guys. Things are getting interesting. I don't know. There's not much to really guess at right now. We don't really know much, obviously, because just arrived. I wonder how well we're doing with this first cross-examination in a British court. Guess we'll find out next time. Alright, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.